What if the only thing standing between you and financial abundance is not your job, your education, or your background, but a silent program running in your subconscious mind? It's time to wake up, rewrite the code, and unlock the wealth that was always yours. There is a hidden force inside you. It is not your hustle. It is not your logic. It is not even your willpower. It is something deeper, something older, something far more powerful. It is your subconscious mind. Whether you realize it or not, it is already writing the script of your financial reality. It speaks when you are asleep. It directs your choices without asking permission. It has been with you since childhood, and it obeys whatever commands were planted early on. Most people spend their entire lives working hard, pushing harder, struggling for results, but getting nowhere because their subconscious programming was never built for wealth. You have been told things like, money is evil, rich people are selfish, you have to suffer to succeed, or success is not for people like you. These are not just passing thoughts. These are codes, and those codes have become your limitations. That is why you keep starting over. That is why you earn, then lose. That is why you save, then sabotage. Because beneath all your effort, your subconscious is still wired to lack. But here is what no one told you. Your subconscious is programmable. Anything that was installed can be removed. Anything that was conditioned can be transformed. Say it aloud with power and clarity. I am the programmer of my wealth. The moment you realize this, your life begins to shift. But before you change the results, you must question the beliefs. You must look at your current reality and ask yourself, what thoughts created this? If your bank account is empty, it is not because you are lazy or unlucky. It is because you were programmed to survive, not thrive. You were taught fear instead of abundance, doubt instead of certainty, limitation instead of vision. And your subconscious simply obeys what it was taught. But here is the truth. It can be taught something new. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. If you plant seeds of fear, you will harvest struggle. But if you plant belief, intention, and wealth-focused thought, you will attract abundance. You must speak it, think it, feel it, every single day. Say this now with conviction. I command my mind to attract wealth. Every time you say, I cannot afford it, you program scarcity. Every time you worry about bills, you reinforce the idea that there is never enough. But when you affirm wealth, when you visualize success, when you act as if abundance is your natural state, you begin to rewire the subconscious code. This is not fantasy. This is neuroscience. Your brain literally forms new pathways through repetition and emotional intensity. What you repeat, you become. What you affirm, you attract. What you visualize, you create. This is how self-made millionaires think. This is how Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and Andrew Carnegie built legacies. Not because they had better luck, but because they mastered their inner world. Ford once said, whether you think you can or think you cannot, you are right. And he was. The subconscious does not argue. It accepts what you feed it. So feed it wealth. Feed it vision. Feed it power. Say this with deep certainty. I was born to be rich. That is not arrogance. That is alignment. You were not born to struggle endlessly. You were born to expand, to create, to live in purpose and prosperity. The only thing stopping you is the code you keep repeating. But today, you begin again. Today, you speak life over your mind. Today, you declare new instructions. I am wealthy. I am capable. I attract opportunity. I align with purpose. I am a magnet for money. Say these words until your soul believes them. Until your subconscious rewrites the pattern. This is not magic. This is mastery. From this moment forward, no more default thinking. No more silent sabotage. You are the commander now. You are no longer a victim of the past. You are the author of a new story. A story of expansion, abundance, and freedom. Say this one last time with absolute belief. My mind is magnetized to wealth. The awakening has begun. And what comes next will activate your purpose with unstoppable clarity. Now that your mind has begun to awaken, it is time to build the foundation that everything else will stand on. That foundation is belief. But not just any belief. It must be absolute, unshakable, and deeply rooted in your identity. Without belief, knowledge becomes noise, and action becomes inconsistent. You must believe beyond what you see. You must believe beyond your current bank account, beyond your past mistakes, beyond your limitations. Because belief is the soil in which success grows. Write this down now. I believe in my ability to create wealth. Say it again and again until the words stop sounding like a wish and start feeling like truth. If belief is the soil, then your definite purpose is the seed. Without purpose, belief has no direction. Without purpose, energy is scattered. But with purpose, every thought, every action, every decision becomes focused like a laser. You must know what you want and why you want it. Clarity creates confidence. Confidence creates momentum. And momentum creates results. What do you truly desire? Not what sounds nice, not what is safe, not what others expect. What do you, deep in your core, want to experience in this life more than just money? What kind of freedom? What kind of impact? What kind of legacy? Your subconscious cannot follow vague instructions. You must give it a clear, definite target. Say this with certainty. I know exactly what I want, and I will not stop until I get it. Look at every self-made millionaire, every visionary who rose from nothing. They all had this one thing in common: a burning desire backed by belief. They were not the smartest, not the luckiest, but they were the most certain. Think of Napoleon Hill writing about definite chief aim. Think of Andrew Carnegie demanding it from every man he mentored. It was never about having everything figured out. It was about having a target so clear that the mind begins to organize itself around it. Your subconscious is a powerful machine, but it needs a mission. It needs orders. You must feed it daily with purpose-driven declarations. Say this aloud. My mind works day and night to bring me my goal. When you align belief with purpose, you unlock the law of attraction in its purest form. You begin to see signs. You begin to notice doors. You begin to meet people and find ideas that match your inner blueprint. This is not coincidence. This is resonance. You are tuning your frequency to the outcome you desire. And the universe, through the subconscious, begins to respond. But here is the key. You must stay loyal to your vision, even when there is no evidence yet. The mind loves familiarity. And when you set a new purpose, it will resist at first. It will try to pull you back to old patterns, old comfort zones. But you must stand firm. Say this with intensity. My purpose is greater than my fear. Every day, write your goal. Visualize it. Speak it. Live as if it is already done. Your subconscious cannot tell the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is real. That is your advantage. That is how you build belief before the result. Most people wait to believe until they see. But the wealthy believe until they see. And then they see more. You must do the same. Faith is your fuel. Purpose is your compass. Together, they become a force no obstacle can resist. So ask yourself now, what am I truly committed to becoming? What does the wealthy version of me look like, speak like, decide like? Begin to embody it now, not later. Now, because the moment you move like someone who already owns it, you begin attracting it. Say this loud and clear. I move with purpose. I live with belief. I create my wealth. Your subconscious is listening. And more importantly, it is beginning to obey. This is your new standard. This is your new identity. No more vague goals, No more weak intentions. Only belief backed by purpose and reinforced by repetition. From this moment forward, everything changes. And the deeper you go, the more powerful you become. Get ready, because in the next phase, you will tap into the true engine behind your reality. Up to this point, you have begun to awaken your awareness. You have planted the seed of belief and given it direction through purpose. Now it is time to unlock the engine that will carry your belief into reality. That engine is your subconscious mind. Most people think they make decisions with logic, but science and experience prove otherwise. 95% of your behavior, your thoughts, your reactions, and your results come not from conscious choice, but from the deep programming of your subconscious. That means if you want a different life, you cannot just think harder. You must rewire the machine that runs the show. Your subconscious does not respond to wishful thinking. It responds to repetition. It responds to emotion. It responds to certainty. You must speak to it in its language. That language is belief spoken with intensity, visualized with clarity, and repeated with discipline. Every wealthy person you admire understands this, whether they say it in scientific terms or spiritual ones. They know that what they consistently dwell on becomes real. They train their subconscious to see wealth, feel wealth, expect wealth. And eventually, the world mirrors that back to them. This is not magic. This is mechanics. Your subconscious is like fertile soil. Whatever seed you plant will grow. If you plant doubt, fear, and lack, you will live a life of struggle. But if you plant abundance, power, and confidence, you will begin to live a life of purpose and prosperity. That is why autosuggestion is not just a technique. It is a discipline. It is a tool to install a new program in your mind. Say this right now with strength. I speak abundance into my subconscious mind daily. Use affirmations that align with the identity you are becoming. Speak them in the morning when your mind is open. Speak them before sleep when your brain enters the alpha state. Say things like, I am wealthy. I am a money magnet. I attract prosperity in all forms. I am aligned with the energy of success. Repeat these not as hope, but as command. Your subconscious is a faithful servant. It cannot argue. It does not know right or wrong. It only obeys what is repeated with emotion. That is why you must be vigilant. Guard your input. Be careful what you say, what you hear, what you imagine. Because everything you consume becomes instruction for your subconscious. If you constantly talk about being broke, you are building an identity of lack. If you fear money or resent the rich, you are pushing wealth away. But if you begin to affirm the life you want and feel it as already true, your subconscious begins to reshape your habits, your emotions, your actions. It starts guiding you to the right people, the right ideas, the right moves. Not by chance, but by design. Say this again with clarity. My subconscious is aligned with wealth. Use visualization daily. See your future with vivid detail. Imagine yourself already free, already successful, already fulfilled. Let your body feel the emotions of that reality. This activates your reticular activating system. It's a part of your brain that filters the world based on what you believe is important. When you show your mind what to focus on, it begins filtering out distractions and highlighting opportunity. That is how millionaires and billionaires seem to attract luck. They are not lucky. They are focused. Their subconscious is tuned like a radar toward success. You must tune yours the same way. You cannot just do this once and expect results. This is a lifestyle, a discipline, a daily practice. And it is worth it. Because once your subconscious accepts a new identity, it will begin producing new results on autopilot. Wealth will feel natural. Decisions will come easier. Confidence will grow. Fear will fade. Say it one more time with power. I command riches with my thoughts. This is the power inside you. This is the force that will carry your belief into action and your action into results. But to keep this engine running, you must now face and destroy the silent enemies that have held you back for too long. What comes next will break the chains completely. Now that your subconscious has been awakened and pointed toward wealth, now that belief and purpose are starting to take root, there is one enemy you must face head-on. That enemy is fear, and it comes dressed in many forms. Sometimes it is loud, like anxiety before a big decision. Sometimes it is silent, like the hesitation you feel when opportunity knocks. Sometimes it disguises itself as logic or responsibility or perfectionism. But no matter how it shows up, fear has one mission: to keep you in the same place, to protect the old identity, to make sure you never step into the unknown. Because to your subconscious mind, the unknown feels dangerous, even if that unknown holds wealth, freedom, and purpose. You must now teach your mind that what is unfamiliar is not unsafe, that stepping out is the only way forward. Say this aloud with full belief: I am safe in growth. I am powerful beyond fear. Fear is not the problem. Avoiding fear is. Most people wait to feel confident before they act. But confidence is the result of action, not the requirement. You must move even when your hands shake, even when your voice trembles. Because every time you do, you rewire the fear response. You teach your brain that you are in control. That discomfort is not danger. That growth is not death. Look back on your life. Every breakthrough came after a moment of fear. Every level you have reached was once something that scared you. But you did it anyway, and you were changed by it. Is the time to do it again. Say this clearly: I choose courage over comfort. Procrastination is fear in disguise. It is not laziness. It is protection. It is the subconscious saying, not now, not yet, maybe later. And every time you listen, you train your mind to delay your life. But wealth does not wait. Opportunity does not wait. Your purpose does not wait. You must act while the vision is alive inside you. You must act while others hesitate. You must act not with perfection, but with urgency. Action cures fear. Action rewires identity. Action builds momentum. Say it now: I take bold action every single day. This is not about recklessness. This is about deciding that you no longer serve fear. You serve your future. You serve your freedom. You serve your calling. That means taking the first step before the path is clear. That means making the call, writing the idea, investing in yourself, speaking your truth, showing up. Fear may not disappear, but it will get quieter every time you rise. Every time you move forward anyway. Every time you become the version of you that your dream requires. Remember this: fear controls your decisions, then your dream will always stay locked behind a wall you are too afraid to climb. But if your vision becomes stronger than your fear, that wall will fall. Say this again and feel it deeply: my future is bigger than my fear. Think of every person who changed the world, built empires, rose from nothing. They all felt fear. They all had doubt, but they chose purpose over paralysis. They moved, and by moving, they grew. You must become one of them. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more overthinking. The time is now. The voice inside you is ready. The fire is already burning. Let fear be the signal to act, not the reason to freeze. Let it fuel your steps, not silence your power. From this moment on, every hesitation becomes a doorway. Every doubt becomes a challenge. Every fear becomes a signal that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, at the edge of who you were and the beginning of who you are becoming. Say this one more time: I rise above fear. I act with faith. I move with power. Because what comes next is the step that separates the dreamers from the doers. It is time to move into the world of action and strategic execution. Until now, your belief has been awakened. Your subconscious has been activated, and your fear has been confronted. But belief without movement is just a dream. Faith without action is only noise. If you truly want to attract wealth and create a life of purpose and freedom, you must take relentless, aligned, intelligent action every single day. Action is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. It is the tool your subconscious uses to prove that your new programming is real. If you declare abundance but act in hesitation, you send mixed signals to your mind. But when you declare and then do, the subconscious says yes. This is who we are now. That is how change becomes permanent. Say this aloud with conviction. I act like the person I intend to become. You do not need to have the full picture. You do not need all the answers. You need a direction and a decision. Most people get paralyzed by the idea of a perfect plan. But wealth is not built by perfect plans. It is built by people who take messy action, learn fast, adapt quickly, and never stop moving. Your plan does not need to be big. It needs to be consistent. Decide what you can do today. A phone call, a proposal, a skill to improve, a risk to take, a conversation to start. Every seed of action you plant moves you forward. Wealth flows to those who are in motion. Say it now. I am in motion and wealth flows to me. Use the power of strategic thinking. Write your goals down every day. Break them into small, daily actions. Review your progress weekly. Track your habits. Focus your energy. Remove distractions. This is not a hustle. This is alignment. Wealth is not attracted to chaos. It is attracted to clarity. The clearer your plan, the faster your results. Think like an architect. Design your days with purpose. Think like a builder. Lay brick by brick, task by task. Small steps build empires. Say this clearly. I build wealth one focused step at a time. Think of Thomas Edison. He did not invent the light bulb in a day. He failed thousands of times, but each failure was a step. Each experiment was action. Each moment was a building block, and through action, he turned an idea into impact. You are no different. Your idea has power. Your vision has weight, but only if you give it legs. Only if you move it into form through daily effort. Stop waiting for motivation. Create it. Stop waiting for certainty. Become it. Stop asking for signs. Be the signal. Action is not a chore. It is a declaration. Every move you make says, I am ready. I am committed. I am already on the path. Say this now. My actions are aligned with my wealth. Do not be fooled by the illusion of busy work. Not all action is equal. Focus on the needle movers. Focus on income-producing activity. Focus on skill building, connection, visibility, execution. This is how wealthy people think. They do not waste energy on the insignificant. They move with clarity and precision. And when they fall, they adjust, not retreat. You must think the same. Plan your week before it begins. Own your morning. Guard your energy. Choose your 5 priorities and ignore the noise. Say this again with certainty. I take powerful action toward my goals daily. The world responds to those who move. Money follows momentum. Results follow repetition. And success belongs to the consistent. Your subconscious is watching. It is waiting to see if you mean what you say. Show it, prove it, embody it. From now on, your words and actions are in sync. Your decisions reflect your identity, and your habits shape your destiny. This is how wealth becomes inevitable. You are no longer just a thinker. You are now a doer. You are a builder. You are a creator. And what you do next will shape the habits that define your future. Once you have belief, purpose, action, and a clear plan, there is one final layer that separates temporary results from lasting transformation. That layer is habit. Habits are the silent architects of your destiny. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. If you want to build wealth that lasts, you must create wealth habits that repeat. Daily, automatically, consistently. Most people fail not because they do not know what to do, but because they cannot do it long enough. They get inspired, but not disciplined. They start fast, but quit early. They act once and wait forever. But the wealthy live by systems. They create rituals. They turn powerful choices into patterns. That is your next step. Say this aloud with clarity. I build powerful habits that create wealth. Start with your mind. Train it every morning. Feed it with gratitude, affirmations, goals, visualization. Speak abundance into your day before the world speaks noise into your head. Declare who you are becoming. Declare what you are attracting. Declare how you will show up. Morning routine is not a trend. It is training. It is wiring your brain before the world has a chance to rewire you. Say it again. I train my mind for wealth every single day. Next, build financial habits. Track your income. Track your expenses. Know your numbers. Treat money like a trusted partner, not a stranger. Most people ignore their finances and then wonder why money ignores them. But when you respect money, it flows to you. When you manage it well, it multiplies. Automate your savings. Build your emergency fund. Create multiple streams of income. Invest in what grows. Read about wealth. Talk about wealth. Learn from wealth. You are not just surviving. You are building a system for freedom. Say this clearly. I treat money with focus, wisdom, and respect. Create habits of energy and discipline. Move your body. Eat with intention. Protect your sleep. Energy is your fuel. You cannot build an empire on an exhausted foundation. Your habits are not just about money. They are about self-respect. They are about honoring your vision. Every decision either builds momentum or breaks it. Choose the ones that build. Habits also shape identity. When you act like a millionaire every day, you do not just move closer to wealth. You become wealth. Your language changes. Your posture shifts. Your energy speaks before you do. You no longer chase success. You embody it. Say this now with certainty. I move like the version of me that already has it. Use habit stacking. Link new actions to old ones. After you brush your teeth, say your affirmations. After you wake up, review your goals. After you eat, visualize your dream life. These small links create powerful chains. Chains that pull you into your future, day by day. Keep your environment clean. Surround yourself with winners. Read books that challenge you. Watch content that empowers you. Unfollow distraction. Repetition creates reputation, and your daily rhythm becomes your lifelong results. This is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. You will miss a day. That is not failure. What matters is what you do the day after. Keep going. Keep rising. Keep aligning. Say this again. My habits align with wealth, freedom, and impact. Your subconscious watches every routine, and the more consistent you are, the more it automates your identity. Eventually, wealth becomes not just what you do, but who you are. At this level, success is not a struggle. It is a byproduct, and you will no longer chase the life you want. You will live it, fully, authentically, naturally, because you built it from the inside out. With habits that match your highest self. With patterns that match your greatest future. With rhythms that turn effort into ease. And now, you are ready for the final step. The elevation of your purpose and the deeper connection to why you are truly here. Now that you have awakened belief, directed purpose, harness the subconscious, overcome fear. Taken strategic action and built powerful habits. You stand at a new threshold. This is not just about money anymore. This is about who you are becoming. Because true wealth is not just the number in your bank account. It is the alignment between your mind, your purpose, and your presence on this earth. You were not born to just pay bills and die. You were born to live fully, to expand, to inspire, to serve, and to lead. And your wealth is a tool for that mission. Too many people chase money with no meaning. They get the things, the status, the illusion of success, and still feel empty because they forgot the deeper truth. Wealth without purpose is noise. Purpose without wealth is struggle. But when both are united, you become unstoppable. Say this aloud with clarity. I live with purpose, and I attract abundance. Every step you have taken until now has prepared you for this. You have shifted your identity. You have rewired your thoughts. You have declared your vision. And now you must ask the final question. Who will you become with the wealth you create? What will you build? Who will you lift? What legacy will you leave? Because your dream is not just for you. It is meant to ripple, to impact, to waken others who are still asleep in scarcity and fear. You are becoming a lighthouse. A living example of what is possible when a human being reclaims their mind and aligns it with their spirit. Say this again. I am the proof that wealth and purpose can coexist. From this point on, you are not just chasing success. You are channeling it. You are living it. You are walking with a different posture, speaking with a different voice, showing up with different energy. Because you are no longer hoping. You are embodying. The subconscious is no longer running the old program. It is now aligned with vision, action, and destiny. And now that you know this, you cannot go back. You cannot unknow the power within you. You cannot pretend to be powerless ever again. You are awake. You are aware. You are aligned. The people around you will notice it. The way you carry yourself will reflect it. And the universe will respond accordingly. Opportunities will flow. Ideas will emerge. People will appear. Doors will open. Because you are ready. Say it now with unwavering certainty. I am ready. I am willing. I am rising. Never forget, this journey is not about speed. It is about direction. Keep moving forward. Keep growing. Keep showing up. Wealth is not a finish line. It is a way of life. And you are already living it from the inside out. You are now the architect of your future, the leader of your thoughts, the master of your financial destiny. And as you live your purpose fully, others will be inspired to do the same. That is your power. That is your responsibility. That is your gift. Say this one last time with power and truth. I was born to live wealthy, free, and on purpose. If this message awakens something inside you, then say it out loud. Declare it, share it, embody it. And if you feel the fire rising within, do not keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts below, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. This is just the beginning. Your new story starts now.